What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Crossroads Podcast. I am your host, LeRon Dawkins, and...
Wait. This is all you got? This is all you got?
Yeah.
Come on, man. We need some more pep. Come on.
You got a special guest on, for fuck's sake.
Bro, we got to impress.
All right.
We have to impress our guests. Come on.
Okay, all right. Okay,
yeah, Gran
fine.
Turismo 7, best PlayStation game.
Rewind.
Get pumped.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
What's up, everybody? It's LeRon Dawkins here. Welcome back to the Crossroads Podcast, the one place that we talk about everything from PlayStation to PC to Xbox and a little in between there. So, yeah, you already know me, but...
And he's flexing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But some of you do not know our special guest tonight, the one, the only, the lady boss of the Boss Rush Writing team, herself, in person, for the third time now?
And you know why you guys don't know about me is because LeRon never invites me on this show.
Okay, Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. It's Stephanie Klimov. What's up?
Goodbye. Hello, happy to be here.
Thanks for coming in tonight. How are you?
Doing okay. I got my Monster Energy drink. I'm ready to enjoy my evening with you guys and talk some good games.
She's ready for the long night.
Bed tonight. She ain't going to bed tonight.
Oh, she. Nah.
I gotta start Mass Effect.
Are you what? When are you starting it?
Well, might as well be tonight. I didn't have a chance to do it this weekend. And I want to put my money where my mouth is. If I say I'm going to play a game, I'm going to play a fucking game.
That's right, because that man we call the Stoy Boy, Mr. Stoyovich, will come hunt you down and treat you like the Reaper. I don't know. It's not written on the script, so
Nice
I don't have the line ready.
I know. I get it. You practice everything else, but introducing me, I totally get it. But no, I'll punch you like a reporter if you don't play Mass Effect.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I do not condone hitting women if you are a man. But if you do not play Mass Effect, then I condone hitting women because it's a inside joke with the game. You'd understand if you played it.
No, but I've heard about that scene a bajillion times. It's okay.
Okay, all right. So you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't just come and hit you just for no reason. I mean, it'd be silly to like hit you just because you don't play a game.
I mean, I might hit you if you don't play a game. No, I'm kidding.
Well, what game? Okay, what game would you hit me for?
Ooh.
None. I don't think I have that much anger in the video game space, so that was an
Really?
empty threat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I thought this was going to be a
There's
good...
got to be some game you're passionate
be
about.
Yeah. I mean, I totally hit you if you didn't play Mass Effect. At least two. At least Mass Effect 2.
Hey, I love Monster Hunter.
Sorry for the lame answer.
Wait, what now? What?
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Okay, all right.
Well,
I mean, I played it.
She would definitely she'd definitely be punching me in the face because I do not play that game. I do not like that game.
Who else is on the show?
Blasphemy!
Who else is on the show?
The PlayStation Doctor's on the PlayStation Doctor's on the show with us tonight too. Austin Gamble, what's up, man?
Let's move this along.
Wait. Austin's also you're also Ocarina of Time lover, aren't you?
I like Ocarina of Time. It's not my favorite.
Okay,
I'm a more Majora's Mask fan.
That is still an acceptable answer. That is still an acceptable answer.
I'm sorry, I don't like the Nintendo 64 era Zelda games at all.
Stop.
Moving
The
on.
best
Let's
games win.
keep the show moving.
Keep the show moving.
Did you guys know Insane Clown Posse is going to be having another annual gathering of the Juggalos Festival this year?
What?
Yeah, you know Insane Clown Posse?
The ICP?
Yeah, the ICP, gathering of the Juggalos every year. The white trashiest of the trashiest of the country, the nation of the world, gather in one place for a weekend.
Yeah.
And it is some weird shit.
Stoy, I have a question. Are those people going to be put in North Dakota or whatever state that you guys speak?
It was North Dakota. Yeah, they've been put on the list.
Okay.
We actually have a list going. It's a literal Google Doc, and we keep like putting things in there. We keep putting people in there. So, but I want to stress it's not a concentration camp. It's just a fenced off area where people can't get in or out.
North Dakota.
Yeah, North Dakota. We don't need that state anymore.
I'm all for just combining North and South Dakota, making it Dakota just by itself.
Yeah.
But and then you can fence that whole area off. I mean, who really?
I mean, there's some
name
good stuff
one
in South
person
Dakota.
important from the states.
I mean, I think Jeff Dumal, Josh Dumal, he's from North Dakota. I think he was the only notable person that we knew.
My wife says his name sometimes. That's all I know about him.
Says his name sometimes, huh?
When are those sometimes?
Okay.
Yeah, like what are these sometimes?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always weird. It's always on the most random times that she says it.
Oh, now you're back.
It's always like with an excitement and.
So Josh Dumal was born in North Dakota, so yeah. She looks at you and says, "You're not Josh Dumal."
Yeah, it's always like that. Sounds just like that.
Yeah, I know. My wife looks at me and says, "You're not Justin Timberlake." So I get it.
I like calling him Duhamel though, just to annoy her.
Duhamel.
Josh
Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah, that's what people call him when they do not know like he has like a fancy pronunciation of his name.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the origins of that name? I wonder.
It's from the Dumal region of Ireland.
Is that true?
It's when someone.
Is that true?
No, I have no idea. Are you kidding me?
That sounds that sounded very plausible.
I know, and he said it with a straight face.
I know, he didn't crack a smile at all when he said it.
Hey, it's called acting.
It's called acting. Okay.
It's called acting.
Okay, that's your other night job, right?
Yeah.
Acting thing. Okay, got it.
Oh, every time I come here, I'm acting.
Oh boy! All right, so everybody's week's been okay so far. I know it's only Tuesday night, but I always like preamble it. Like, how's everybody's week doing?
Living the dream.
Pretty good.
It sucks.
Could be worse.
It sucks. Why does it suck? Wait. Should we elaborate, or is that too personal?
Well, it's not too personal. It just works. I'm still like in the new job phase part of it, and there's some frustrations about client relationships and keeping them happy.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing sometimes you can't make them happy, no matter how hard you try to make them happy.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just leave it like that. And not only that, but I know it's too much to ask, and I'll make this very quick. I came from a former work environment. I guess it's pretty rare where people actually got along really well. It was just a very healthy environment. We used memes, GIFs. Like, it was very it was still professional, but it was personable. It's not the same, and I don't thrive with that. Like, I will crack like a joke on a call, and it's like not an appropriate joke, or I'll just say something about my cat, and it's just crickets, or not even just silence.
Oh,
dead silence.
So everybody's got to stick up their ass at your place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, ha ha ha, and when I get nervous, I start talking even more and laughing weirdly. So whatever, that's okay. But
that's the opposite of my work. My work is like middle school boys, pretty much, where they ask how much money would it take for you to let someone fart in their face. It's like those kind of things that get thrown out all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are grown men. These are like 40-year-old men saying these things. I'm like, all right, man.
Let's admit, Austin, we don't grow up.
Yeah, age is just a number.
Well, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
You get a bunch of dudes in one room. Fart jokes and penis jokes come from all sides, all angles,
everywhere.
Yep, and at least one person mentions the word taint,
and it's usually you.
It's usually me. Yeah,
there
exactly. Yep. Actually, I was just talking about that today. Today at work, I stopped in and someone said, "Oh, blah blah blah, perirectal abscess," which is when you get abscess in the taint. So you get if you get a pus formation in your taint. Now that was literally the first case I was ever called in for at midnight. This guy had it so bad. They woke me up midnight so I could poke a hole in this guy's taint and drain it.
Dude, but that had to be a very sensitively painful area.
I mean, yeah, it was. The guy needed it to get done. Don't get me wrong, because what came out needed to come out.
Oh.
It needed to come out. Let me just tell you that. and
God.
everybody in the room knew when it was out. Not even
God.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh God, how much?
That poor
You
Grundle.
know what? I for the sake of our listeners tonight, I'm not going to ask any more questions because I get weirdly, fascinatingly curious about this stuff, and I will ask questions, but I'm not going to do that.
This
Hey,
is
man,
what you get
anytime-
when you ask us about our week.
Anytime you want
I'll send you a
to,
link.
anytime you want to talk about inflatable penile prosthesis implants, let me know.
Stoy's the master of those medical techniques.
I'm telling you, you
Yep.
get the best. Well, when I say best, I mean you get some really crazy stories in medicine.
Well, and that's the thing. Working in medicine, like especially for me in the operating room, and I can, we're under such a highly stressful environment, but that the only thing we can do to manage is literally joke in the most inappropriate ways.
Mhm.
And it really does help. Like, I mean, there's certain times where it's like the joking ceases and we have to like get down to business, but you can like cut the tension with a knife sometimes, but then all of a sudden once that tension is gone, it's just like a full on like waterfall of just like inappropriateness, jokes and this and that and laughing, and like someone in the corner is just flossing and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, and yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's how we deal, man. I don't know. We're kind of masochists in a way, I guess, when you work in medicine for so long and you're used to seeing shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And you see people at their worst a lot.
Also, yes.
At least
If you have
But video games,
you
guys.
have, you have multiple taint surgeries in a day. Do you call it a bundle of grundles?
No, but we do have a particular hand surgeon that only comes on Fridays, and we always say it's Hand Job Friday.
Hand job Friday. Oh my God.
Yes, yeah. Do you get that reference, Austin? Do you get that reference or?
So he only works on the hands.
Yes, he does hand surgery. Yeah,
Metacarpals and
and the carpals
stuff.
and the phalanges and stuff, and
yeah,
they say Hand Job Fridays. Do you get it?
yeah. He works on hands. That's his
Yeah,
job, right?
he works. Yeah, that's his job. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
That's the joke.
Cool. Well, I hope he's got a good grip.
I think Stoy.
Oh, yeah.
I think Stoy kept asking you that question because you're the young person. You're the youngest person in the group.
I just saw his face when I said it. He was like looking at the screen. So I was like, "Do you get it?
Yeah.
You get that reference? You get it?"
As a young person, a Gen Zer, I think. I don't even know what I am. Hand jobs are so old fashioned.
Wait,
we don't do those hand jobs.
when were you born?
96.
Wait a minute. What happens in place of a hand job if it's old fashioned? You know what? I don't want to know.
We go straight to the other stuff. We don't even bother with the hand job. That's old people.
That's how lazy this current generation is.
So
Yeah.
freaking lazy.
Yeah,
Oh
you're-
So
my
freaking
God.
lazy.
Yeah, you're
There's
Gen
no
Z.
prep work. There's no prep work. There's no twiddling
We-
of knobs and like moving
Yeah.
rods back
Everything-
and forth or whatever. It's just like
Everything's
I got time for
online.
this. Yeah, everything's online.
Yeah.
Whatever. Can't stand you kids anymore.
Gen
Stoy,
Z.
Stoy, please don't grow old to be one of those get off my lawn people.
I
Please
think I will. I think I will be. Honestly,
I'm trying to promise
already
myself. I'm trying to promise myself I won't be
Listen.
that person. But every time I
Listen.
realize I'm getting closer and closer to 50. It's like, ooh.
My dad does this in the winter. He is one of those get off my lawn types. He doesn't like it. He has a very big driveway, and the mailman comes in and drives up in the driveway, drops the mail off, and goes back into his car. So drives in his driveway all the time. So in the winter, my dad goes through the painstaking process of plowing the entire driveway except the front of it. Except the front of it. So he leaves a large strip, a large mound right in the front of it, in a small little path for his and my mom's car to get through. Does the painstaking process of doing this just so the mailman does not drive in his driveway.
Oh God!
And what does the mailman do?
he just plows right through it, doesn't
Wow.
He plows right through it. And he
Wow.
gets all
he?
good stuff.
Well, how is your week going, LeRon?
It's okay actually. It's not too bad. It's not crazy, not yet at least. It's only Tuesday, Like honestly, I feel like Wednesday's the catalyst for how good or how bad my week is going to be. It feels like everything happens on Wednesday and sometimes Thursday, and then Friday it's either chaos or Friday is like what just happened,
Well, then that's when you save it for after dark, right?
Now I can tell you this. My roommate's brother has been staying with us for a little bit. He's just up in town visiting family and stuff. And my God, I have not eaten so much damn meat. I swear, like it's been like every day. Every day is like all sorts of food being cooked, like for chicken, the seafood to all beef, pork, and all this stuff. And it's like, my God, I can feel myself gaining weight just by looking at the stuff that's being cooked. And it's like, come on, you are disrupting my lifestyle here. I like to eat.
Hey, I just found out I'm obese.
You just found out?
I just found out.
I've known I was obese since I was in the military because the body mass index scale is not nice to people who are above a
muscular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stoy, you're obese.
Yeah, according to the BMI chart.
Yeah,
I was born obese.
I made it.
I
made it, guys.
I feel like
so weird. I mean, I haven't seen you in like a year, Stoy, but you didn't look like you were obese.
No. What LeRon was saying, the body mass index doesn't account for muscle weight because they take your height and your weight.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I still would figure that's still a high number, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I guess I have that. I guess LeRon and I just have that much muscle.
It's because you have short arms.
It's probably it. Yeah.
Wow, messed up.
You're short and stubby.
You messed up, man. All right. So for everybody watching, like you probably saw all this stuff scroll up. That was basically the housekeeping because I'm gonna pretty much like just say this is the Crossroads podcast of Boss Rush Games, and check us out anywhere you can get podcasts at. Check out my YouTube channel Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for the recap of the show, or just wait for bossrush.net's upload at 7 a.m. Thursday morning. There we go.
You know where to find us.
Exactly. All right, guys. It's time to talk about those new games that are coming out.
Oh, you don't want to talk about what we played?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I'd kind of skipped over that. Yes. Let's start. You know what? This is why Stoy is here now. Stoy is here to keep me straight. I mean, as straight as
I was gonna say, wait a minute, what?
As straight as I can be, but keep me straight.
Boobs. I just say boobs in the camera like every 2 seconds. Boobs.
Yeah, because we stray further from God's light every time you say taint.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta keep bringing it back.
All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and talk about what we've been playing this past week. Oh, this past weekend, I should say. Stephanie, you're our guest. Go ahead. Start us off.
That's perfect because I did not end up playing anything. Unfortunately, I had
Did you do something interesting?
No, I just had to do a lot of adult stuff with, my son and,
I did adult stuff too, but I don't have a child.
Okay. Well, I mean, I had all the intentions. I downloaded a Memoir Blue, I think, on Game Pass, and I also already have Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I actually have the disc for PS5, but it's also on Game Pass, and those are going to be my go-to games. But both Saturday and Sunday became kind of a crapshoot, so maybe I'll play some Mass Effect tonight. But unfortunately, no. But as far as like anything else, I mean, I watched. Was it Black Widow? No.
Yeah, Black
Widow. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's not. It's been out for a while now, but I've been really slacking on like the second generation or second wave of Marvel stuff. But ever since I saw, and I know they're not related, but since I saw the trailer for Doctor Strange, the new one, I'm like, all right, I gotta like start catching up. So at least I did that.
Cool. Story, you go next.
I was very excited for Chrono Cross to come out because that's one of my favorite RPGs of PlayStation 1.
Here comes the butt.
Yeah, but How do you remaster a game? How do you remaster a game and it runs worse?
I heard it runs worse.
How does this happen?
What do you mean by runs worse? Like just the frame rates are?
The frame rate is so bad. Like we're talking, I think Digital Foundry did a review on this and they said it drops to like 10 frames a second in some instances.
How's it running worse than it did on PlayStation?
So the game by itself, if you run it, because you could run it in old school mode, you know, like in the original mode, or you could run it in the kind of like remastered mode and they literally they actually did a really good job with the character detail and the background detail, because like the past Final Fantasy games, when they've remastered like 7 and 8, they remastered the character models, but they did like nothing for the backgrounds. So like you got these highly detailed character models running around this muddy ass background. Like Final Fantasy 8 looks terrible, like absolute terrible. Like last time I played it. So this one, they actually did a full complement. Like they improved the background designs. They kind of gave it more detail, a little bit more of like a watercolor palette style look to it. So it looks really good on your HD TVs. It still runs in 4:3, so it still runs in that boxed, resolution, but that's how it should run. Character models look really well, but there's times where all of a sudden like the frame rate will dip, and then times it'll run smooth. Frame rate will dip, and we're talking just maybe just wandering around. But when you go into battles, that's when it's worse. And the frame rate drop is so noticeable that even button commands are slow to keep up. So like if you're trying to cycle through combat options or whatever, like there's a delay in your button responses. Like it's crazy.
No bueno.
If you get into these, because the combat is turn-based combat, just old school turn-based combat. If you're up against one enemy, frame rate's fine. Runs okay. Once you start getting 2, frame rate starts to really dive. Once you get more than 3, like it becomes like unbearable to watch. Like just like, oh my God. So the nice thing is sometimes there's like auto battle mode where you click both sticks and then you just let the battle run itself. So you could, go into a battle, set your controller down, go grab a sandwich or something, come back, battle's done. You don't have to look at that shit.
Kind of like what they did in Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, kind of similar to that. But or like the remakes too as well. I think they did that as well. But yeah, it's just I really hope they fix it. I really do, because I'm remembering fondly my time with this game when it came out, and the amount of characters in this game and the story and the environments, the music is still phenomenal. Like, obviously none of it's changed, but it sounds so good. It's so well done. But just, man, if they could fix that freaking frame rate issue, which I don't foresee that being too much of a hurdle, but we'll see.
Wait, what's the price tag for the game right now? Is it $40 game?
No, it's $20.
$20.
$20.
Okay, so
at least I bought it on the Switch, and it was I bought it on the Switch, but I hear at first I thought like, is this just a Switch version that's bad? But no, like even if you play it on a PlayStation 5, it's just as bad. Like it's
crazy. That is bad. Yeah.
Because I don't know, like after you talked about it last week so passionately and stuff like that, I've been thinking about giving it a try. And I actually have the PS1 Classic disc. So what I may do is
play that.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna like convert it down and load it onto my PS Vita and play it that way, because apparently Chrono Cross is no longer on the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita. I mean PSP.
Yeah, I think they delisted a few of those old classic PlayStation games, which, I mean, whatever. I mean, they're delisting games from that era anyway on those generations. But so yeah, I would wait on that. I would wait to pick up the remaster.
What if it was crazy that PlayStation ended up putting the Chrono Cross PS1 game on their subscription service and it ran better than the remaster and ran totally fine?
Honestly, it probably will. It probably will. Honestly, like when you think about it, a lot of games, when we think of like 60 frames a second versus 30 frames a second, a lot of these old games from that era were all playing in 60 frames a second. You know, like when you do comparisons, like, you know, we didn't have to worry a lot unless you got into these big battle modes where like hundreds of enemies are swarming the screen. There were really no like huge frame rate issues. But yeah, I don't know how you take a remastered game and make it worse. Like it just ruins my childhood.
All right.
I'll be fine.
Anything else?
Don't play House of the Dead on the Switch.
Oh,
Don't.
gee.
I really had a bad week of gaming.
It happens. It happens to us all.
Yeah.
Oh.
The gyroscope controls are terrible. Like they're just terrible. There's no light gun attachment. There's no motion sensor. You can't play it like you would the Wii, where like you point the Wiimote at the screen like you should.
Mm-hmm.
The joystick control is just terrible. It's not the way you're supposed to play House of the Dead. They do have an auto trigger mode, but like, why would you play? I mean, it's like playing on easy mode. All you do is click a button, and the reticule moves to the closest zombie, and then you shoot. And why would you want to do that?
Yeah,
I don't know. So don't play that either.
Austin, this is a yes or no. This is a yes or no question for you. Did you play any games this weekend?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna go next then, because I did not play any. I did not play any games at all this weekend. Like I said earlier, when Stephanie was talking about doing adult things, I was doing adult things this weekend. Like a lot of it, you know, it wasn't as glorious as it sounds, by the way, but I did manage to get out and catch Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I am here to tell you, this is probably one of my favorite movies that I've seen in a good long while, and that includes all the Star
Sonic
Trek movies.
2?
I have not seen. Wait, Sonic 2 or Sonic?
Sonic 2.
I haven't seen Sonic 2 yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
when you
I
said
thought that
one of the
was the
greatest
movie.
movies you've ever seen, I thought you were segueing into Sonic 2 as well.
No.
Yeah.
No. You know what? I don't have the best love for video game movies, and I know I'm about to get Raz something fierce. I didn't see Sonic 1. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Okay. So I feel like I'm safe.
I didn't
All
either.
right, but anyway, like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, that's it. That movie's great. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's a mind-bending movie. The movie is bonkers.
That's the
It
A24
looked like it, yeah.
right? The
Yeah,
new one?
with Michelle Yeoh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's the funny thing. Okay, we know Michelle Yeoh's in the movie. Her husband was played by this actor, and I need to look him up because I had to look him up when I was after I was watching it. Everything Everywhere All at Once. There we go. Okay. So her husband is played by Ki-Hugh Kwan. Now, a lot of people may not recognize that name right off the bat, because I didn't recognize that name off the bat, and I really didn't recognize the actor right off the bat. But I was hearing them talk, and I was like, this guy sounds so familiar. And so right as soon as the credits rolled and everything, I whipped out my phone. I looked up the movie on IMDb. I looked up the actor. The actor who played her husband is Short Round and Data. Short Round from Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, Data from The Goonies.
Really?
And the only way I even recognize him is because of the voice and the way he talks. I was like, I know this person. I know this. And I was tricked out. It's crazy though, because Michelle Yeoh is the star of the movie, but I feel like he played such an integral part, being just a co-star or supporting character in the movie. But anyway, the movie is crazy. I love movies like this, where it's basically like, it's not so much mind tricking, but like with all the stuff that's going on, like it's one of those things where you have to pay attention. You legit have to pay attention, and I can't describe it enough. I don't want to get into spoiler territory. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. She had a wonderful part. She played a wonderful part in there too, and it's just a good movie. Like, go see it. I'm not gonna say it's the best movie that you probably won't even think it's the best movie you've ever seen, but as far as me, I love these type of movies, and I can
So
say
do I.
I can say it's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's probably going to creep its way in my top 10 or top 5, like all time favorite movies, because of course I'm going to have to see it again. I'm not sure if I'll run back to theaters and see it, or I'll just wait till it comes out for home releasing or whatnot. But I know I will have to see this movie again.
Yeah, it's on my radar to watch, and I mean, I love that actress anyway, and I'm just a huge fan of hers, and it definitely is an interesting concept. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my piece. All right, Austin, take it away.
Yeah, that movie's definitely been on my radar as well as the new Jordan Peele movie.
What movie
that comes
is that?
out this summer? Nope. You not see the trailer for that movie?
No, I have not.
It looks pretty wild.
Is it a comedy or is it a thriller? It's
definitely the same vibe as
Get Out.
I mean, there's some funny stuff in it, but it's got the same vibes as Get Out and Us. Like, it's definitely but this one looks more sci-fi, maybe.
Wait, so
I don't know.
Okay, so it's Jordan Peele's next movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just his next. His directed movie. Which, by the way, found out who he's married to the other day. Blew my mind. Had no idea.
Who's he married to?
Chelsea Peretti.
I
don't know if you know Chelsea Peretti.
She's that girl from Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Gina.
Yeah.
I had no idea. They're married.
Dude, sitting at that dinner table has to be hilarious.
I would love it.
Listen, I would love to just sit there and just listen to them talk.
I did not know they were married. I did not know that.
That's cool.
It blew me. I think they've been married for years, and I was like, huh.
They've been married since 2016.
Yeah. It's almost 6 years. It's crazy. I played a lot of MLB The Show.
Mm-hmm.
How are you liking it? Really good. It's really, really good. I really like it. The menu system is less cluttered than the previous one that I played, which I like. The franchise mode is a little more basic than I would prefer, but it's good enough for me. I haven't really gotten into like the Road to the Show or anything like that on there. I don't play Diamond Dynasty. It's not my kind of game, but I know a lot of people are. I've heard good things about the Switch version, so I'm excited to get on that so I can take my franchise on the go. But I don't want to pay $60 for it again, so I'll wait till it goes on sale on the Nintendo Switch. And I've heard it does run kind of slow, and some people are kind of upset that it doesn't look as good. But I was like, what did you expect?
Yeah. Wait, we're talking about the Switch version, right?
Yeah, like I was like, it's gonna be like the Vita version, pretty much. I don't know what anyone was really expecting here, but
the fact that you like overheard like relatively decent feedback on it, I mean that's kind of huge. And I'm not trying to be like all Nintendo here. I'm not. I'm just saying like Nintendo needs to be able to support some of these third-party games. So anything that they can execute well is kind of good for them. So
yeah.
Well, that was the problem that they had with the Wii U and the Wii. Like every time, good sports titles or good any kind of titles came out on the Xbox and PlayStation systems, like, I mean, there was no Call of Duty for years. No Battlefield, no, good FIFA titles or good Madden titles, like. Yeah, so, I mean, kudos to them for putting it out.
Yeah. I mean, the game is pretty much the same. The only thing you're losing is Stadium Creator, which, like, unless you're really into that stuff, you're not really going to do it. Mm-hmm. And then cross-save, cross-progression, like, that in and of itself, the fact that I can play on my PS5 TV and then take it on the go and go play it on my Switch, that is awesome. Again, Sony San Diego kills it. They get no love. They make the best sports game, and they're not even rivaled. Like, it's not like EA's had Madden unrivaled, and look what dumpster fire it is. 2K gets away with NBA because they destroyed EA's version, and so now they're like, all right, now we'll just put tons of microtransactions everywhere. Baseball still has that. Don't get me wrong. MLB Show still has it, but it's not everywhere like it is in NBA 2K, and they have no competition. And they they make a great game every year. So,
Hey, Austin,
deserve
quick
all the credit.
question.
Mm-hmm.
I am a big baseball fan, like just of the sport, but
Ooh, that
I've never.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shut up. Do you think it would translate though to playing a game? Because I've actually never played a sports video game because I always fear like it won't be the same. You know.
Well, I'm a baseball fan. It's lower on the totem pole for sports for me after football, hockey, and sometimes basketball. I'd rather watch a good baseball game than a bad basketball game. That's for sure. But what MLB The Show does, which is super, super cool, is they have this thing called dynamic mode, which no other sports game does, and I don't understand why, where they'll put you in the game and they'll start you off like in normal, or if you want to start off in easy. And the better that you get with easy, they'll slowly increase the difficulty, so you're like it's never too easy for you, but also if you're struggling with whatever mode it's on, it'll decrease the difficulty for you as you go, so it's constantly moving it back and forth. And so like there'll be times where like if I'm playing MLB The Show for like months and I'm getting really, really good at it and I'm just destroying teams or whatever, and it's constantly getting more difficult, and then I stop playing for a few months, and then I come back, and I've like lost all my timing, I've lost all that stuff. It'll decrease the difficulty to where like all my games are always like close within each other. It's like I'm never destroying the computer, and the computer's never really destroying me. Like it's always competitive, and so I think it's one of the easiest games for people to jump into. It is a little deep. It's hard to master, but it's really easy to learn. I mean, as far as just like the pitching, the batting, and everything, it's all about timing. And if you really just like baseball and then like watching your player stats go up and all that stuff, like if you're into baseball stats, you're gonna get into it.
All right, cool.
So,
Thanks.
But other than that, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Level 13. Usually you finish the game about level 40, 45. So not too deep into it, but getting a good taste of it. I really like it. I feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of loot. If you think Borderlands 1, 2, 3 had way too much loot, do not play this game because there's more loot.
Okay.
Because you have your 4 guns. You only have 2 guns at the beginning, but you can get up to 4. You have a melee weapon, you have a spell, you have your special ability, and then you have your armor. You have 2 different ring slots, so you can get rings or gloves or whatever. It's a lot of loot, and so if you are not into like loot based games, do not play this. It's not gonna. But if you like D&D and you like the D&D type humor, this is definitely very, very good. I try to play D&D with my friends every Saturday. They do it every Saturday, and I'm the one that shows up every now and then just to wreak havoc. And so if you like D&D, you're going to like this. Andy Samberg and Wanda Sykes are great in this game. They're like your companions throughout. And then, of course, Tiny Tina is awesome. So and then I played a bunch more, but those are the big 2 that I played.
What was the other one? What was it?
I played a bunch of random stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like Gran Turismo I played, and I actually played Horizon Chase Turbo because me and Stoy talked about it last week.
Oh, you said you played a bunch more. I heard something completely different a moment ago.
Yeah. I will say, fun weekend.
That's good.
Me and my wife both got drunk this weekend. Which has never happened. We have never been drunk together. And don't really remember much.
That's why she calls you Josh Duhamel now?
Yeah. Well, she did before.
Oh, okay.
The wine might have helped.
Okay.
All right, well, cool.
I don't love you. I want to go live with Josh Duhamel. That's how it came? That's how it went?
Sort of like that.
He's hesitant.
Maybe more tears.
Right. I suppose so.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna leave it at that. Okay. Now, are we ready to talk about the new games coming out this week?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
let's
can
do
talk
it.
about how great Gran Turismo is better than every other game in PlayStation history.
If Gran Turismo,
do we need to
if the
come?
Gran
Do we,
Turismo series,
do we need to readdress that topic?
if Gran Turismo was a set of muscles, it would be this and that.
Yeah.
This is basically what LeRon
Yeah.
was doing last week, Stephanie.
I'm not even. I am not even
Gran
a
Turismo
Gran
doesn't wear
Turismo.
sleeves.
I'm not even a Gran Turismo fan. Come on. I was just basing it off the data. God,
That's the funny part is Stoy is probably the biggest Gran Turismo fan, and I've played a lot of Gran Turismo,
Yeah.
and we're the ones dogging you for talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about Gran
no,
Turismo. Yeah.
no. Oh God, can't do anything with you guys these days now. All right, we're gonna talk about the new and notable games coming to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox this week. It is the week of April the 11th through 17th, and I don't know, guys. If you were to take a look at this list right now, what would you say? Is this a good week or is this a slow week?
Take the week off.
It's a good week.
Take the week
the week
off.
off.
Yeah,
It's a good week.
that about sums it up, honestly.
That's what I plan on doing.
There are 2 games that people need to play on here.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I love it. You know. From now on, what we're gonna do every time we do this segment, we're gonna have Austin's picks. We're gonna do that from now on. All right. So basically,
2 games.
So basically, this week appears to be hitting the snooze button as all the heavy hitting releases that we've been bombarded with the last few weeks, if not last couple of months, that has slowed down. Xbox One is getting some new and rather unique titles that may be a gamer's worst nightmare, which I'm pretty sure Austin has one of those in his picks. But anyway, here are the new games coming to PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox this week across both physical and digital formats. Always remember, keep it locked here. We will give you all the information we can about the new games, and we might even surprise you and tell you what you should or should not play. We might, we're also trying to get, like sponsorship status, so we can't bash everybody's game. Just saying. Every
game is a great game.
Every game is a great game.
For someone.
That is true. All right.
Someone.
So coming out today on the 12th of April was the DLC for Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood Tunnels of Terror DLC. It's available on PS5, PS4, PC, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. We also have Cathedral on PS4 and PC as well. All right, so basically, to sum up the whole Tunnels of Terror DLC for Back 4 Blood, Ridden Hives is a mode in there that has players teaming up to explore 7 different dungeons that are overrun with enemies called Warped Ridden. I don't know. I haven't seen it in action just yet. That's all I can say. Additionally, the ultra difficult No Hope difficulty setting comes back to Back 4 Blood alongside the Tunnels of Terror DLC drop. Though it will... Just note that it will all be free and available to everyone. There is no price tag on it, so it's a free feature update for the game. So there's that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. As a matter of fact, I think they called it. It's not a season, but they called it something else. Like I should have put it down here when I did the write up about it. I should have put it down here, but I didn't. So sorry. What were you about to say, Stoy?
No, I love the hell out of this game when it first came out, and I just like threw it off a cliff. It seems like it just stopped playing it like abruptly. Like,
does it not have the same? Does not have the same magic that Left 4 Dead did?
To me, it does. Like, to me, it takes the magic of Left 4 Dead and just multiplies it by 10.
Uh-huh.
More weapons, more enemy types. I think maybe the only problem is that it wasn't really like Left 4 Dead. You can actually play by yourself, whereas with Back 4 Blood, not so much. Like, it becomes exponentially harder when you play it by yourself, which is the reverse of what Left 4 Dead was.
Mm-hmm.
It became Left 4 Dead was exponentially harder when you played with more people. So maybe that's what got me out of it, because playing it by myself just wasn't easy.
Yeah, no. My roommate, he was a big Left 4 Dead fan. Like, I mean, like, this dude, he used to play it religiously before, like, he was playing Overwatch. And man, like, I also feel like he was the same story as you. Like, he was on Back 4 Blood, and then all of a sudden he was no longer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
Oh well.
On Thursday, the 14th of April, we have Nobody Saves the World finally making its way to PlayStation, PS5, and PS4, as well as it's already on Xbox Series X and PC, and Xbox One. We already talked enough about this game last week, so I am not gonna say anything you don't already know. Yeah. Besides that,
play the game. Fucking great.
We also have Road 96 coming out for PS5 and PS4. Also available on PC, Xbox, and Xbox Series consoles, as well as Xbox One. You know, I swear, like, I get tongue tied whether I say Xbox Series or Xbox Series X and S. I swear, did they
the
do this on
Xbox
purpose?
family of systems?
That is a good one. That's a good one.
I made it easy for you.
That's a good one.
If I remember correctly, this game already came out on Switch. I think it came out on Switch first, and is now coming to everything else.
Yeah. Well,
and it looked cool.
Well, Road 96, its write-up says it's summer of 1996. Today is the day. You hit the road, adventure, freedom, escape, run, feel the regime. Try to survive. On this risky road trip to the border, you will meet incredible characters and discover their intertwined stories and secrets in an ever-evolving adventure. But every mile opens up a choice to make. Your decisions will change your adventure, change the people you meet, maybe even change the world. So seems like a walking sim, right?
Kinda. I was pretty impressed by it when it debuted at, I think, the Indie World Showcase last year. I can't recall, but it was an Indie World Showcase, and I bought it on the eShop. Of course, I haven't played it yet because of my backlog, but I'm glad it's going other systems. I do think it's got a fun premise considering it's procedurally generated. I'm trying to check now. I don't know why my internet's wicked slow, but I think it was on sale on Amazon for the Switch, at least the Switch copy. So
I'm checking right now for you, actually.
thanks.
I'm very interested in these games.
Internet.
Also on the 14th is Winning Post 9 2022 for PS4. Like, that's only on PS4. A new system through which the bonds between horses rather than between human and horse forge new dramas and strategies. That's what it says. That's what it says.
Fuck yeah, guys. This is the game right here.
Let's go.
It probably will never be the Barbie My Pony game.
I'm watching the fuck out of this trailer right now.
Road 96 on Switch right now is on sale for $24.23. It's it's normal price $34.99.
Yeah. Just a side note.
All right, so back to this. I must not have paid attention to this. A new system through which the bonds between horses rather than in which the bond is between horses rather than between human and horse. By racing against developing your bonds with other horses, you may be able to demonstrate more power than you are capable of. Form bonds not just true to history, but also ones unique to the game.
This game fucking rules. I'm telling you right now.
Stephanie, we gotta talk to Corey about this tomorrow night. This game.
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh man. Oh my god. And on the 15th of April, April 15th, don't mind the typo in the stream chat. April 15th, we have Sally Face coming out for Xbox One, also available on PC, as well as Battle Kit Fortress Apparel for Xbox One. Guys, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now, to everybody who's listening or watching the show right now, if you guys remember a game called I Want to Be the Guy, that's all I have to say. So you figure it out right there. Stephanie, do you know that game? Stephanie, do you know about I Want to Be the Guy? Okay, so I Want to Be the Guy was a game that was built on assets from the old school Super Mario Brothers game.
Okay.
But you know how we complain about games like Super Ghouls and Ghosts and stuff like that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
or as a matter of fact, I feel like this game is the reason why we have those hell levels.
I'm back. I was watching Winning Post 9 trailers. It's an interesting game. Are you talking about Battle Kid?
Yes.
Okay. This game is stupid hard. It doesn't need to be that hard.
Stupid hard.
It's one hit, one kill, no continues. It's stupid.
Yeah. Basically,
Wow.
Basically, every time you die, you start over at the beginning. There is no checkpoints. There's no checkpoints. None of that. But basically,
it's like Mega Man. It's like old school Mega Man. But I'm
gonna say
Mega Man meets Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
I'm gonna say worse because if you look at some of those crazy ass Mario Maker levels, like those were inspired by this game.
Looks like.
Those were inspired by this game.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped ahead into a complete run. I jumped in like a few minutes, and yeah, this looks like a Mario Maker level.
Yo,
listen.
Oh my god!
If you want to, this game should be a Game Pass game because I feel bad for people.
They're going to spend the money for this game. They're going to spend the money for this game, and I think this game retails for like $25 too.
Dan on our podcast actually has a physical copy of this game, and it was actually a Nintendo homebrew game. So like you can actually play this on your Nintendo system if you buy the Nintendo cartridge for it. But now they have it for modern day systems, you guys. Great, isn't it?
Hey. Where can I stand in line to not play this?
I'm pretty sure it's great for someone. I'm pretty sure someone will enjoy it.
Oh, it'll be good for someone. I wish I was good at these kind of games, but I am not. I am not that. I don't have the patience for it.
Let me just read the synopsis real fast so everybody knows that what we're talking about here. It's inspired by the indie game I Want to Be the Guy and other classic platformers. This game follows the style dubbed Metroidvania. This is not a fucking Metroidvania game.
No, this is not a Metroidvania.
I'm telling you that right now. This is not. Whoever wrote this is fucking lying to you.
Can we stop misusing that subgenre? Can we stop misusing the word Metroidvania? That doesn't apply to every single like old school retro side-scrolling game.
I know.
Okay?
Like what's wrong with
it's
people?
like calling every hard game a Souls-like game. Get out of here.
Or like 95% of the games indie games. Like indie is just like everything except for maybe.
Yeah,
if it's not made by
if it's not made by a AAA studio.
Yeah, AAA studio. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, follows the style dubbed Metroidvania in that you do not have stages, but rather one large area to freely explore. You always die in one hit, but there are unlimited continues. Oh, is that new? Unlimited continues?
No, that's always been like that.
Unlimited continues in the normal difficulty, as well as a password system to resume where you last left off. Can you survive the perils that lie ahead? Okay, I was watching one playthrough where it was basically like I watched for like 15 whole minutes. Like every time it looked like the player was going to pass it, some bullshit would happen. Like he would jump, and an apple on the tree would fly up and hit him and kill him. Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, no.
Or he would jump to make a platform, and right before he hits the platform moves away. So, and it's not even like his sprite connected with it to start it moving. No, he would jump and it would start moving.
That's what the B in Battle
Kid stands for. To watch people play this game though.
Oh I'm man, watching you know what? People are gluttons. People like these type of games.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
There's something for everybody, which is why it baffles my brain when people complain about like Soulsborne games and stuff like that. It's like have you seen other games that are just so hard you'll have a freaking aneurysm around the spot trying to play it?
Yeah.
All right, Austin. Austin, what's your picks from here tonight?
I mean, everyone should play Nobody Saves the World. That game's great, and I'm gonna buy it. I already beat it on Game Pass. I'm gonna probably buy it on PlayStation and Platinum it. I really like that game. Shout out to Drinkbox. I definitely want to check out Road 96 too. In this game, I will probably watch a speedrun of it later, but I will never play this.
Is there such thing as a speedrun?
Looking at it, Fortress of Peril 100% in 34 minutes.
I'm watching one that's at 38.
I might watch that one then.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I just spent it. I jumped right in the middle of it, and I'm like, this. It's just mesmerizing. I can't even fathom trying to be that good at a game ever.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks fun. It does look like Mega Man. I kind of want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you have it.
Shame.
There you have it. For a complete list of all the upcoming games for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, just head over to our website, bossrush.net. We'll keep you in the know. And as always, please note that all release dates are subject to change. We don't control when games come out. We just control when we can get them in our hands. That's all. That's all. Because
if you buy physical.
Because I about had an aneurysm when I found out people were playing Advance Wars.
Yeah.
One person. One
was enough.
Yeah.
One was fucking enough. At least Nintendo did right by me and they turned that shit off.
Yeah.
I was mad.
If I can't enjoy it, no one can enjoy it.
Exactly. There is no excuse. All right. Well, there you have it. Hit us up on at PS_Crossroads on Twitch. Let us know which of this week's releases has you most excited about purchasing or playing. We'd love to hear your answers. Like, maybe we'll even take a poll on this to see like who wants to play what. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with tonight's news and events topics. First up, we have PSVR2 news. More as an industry analyst has predicted PSVR2 will launch in 2023. All right, so all tonight's information can be found on bossrush.net. Just head on over, check out all of our articles and releases that we have, and you will definitely be able to follow along with us. So Ross Young, who is the CEO of Display Supply Chain Consultants, had some words in regards to PSVR2 and its upcoming release date. The analyst has suggested that the new headset will launch next year and will use AMOLED screens, AMOLED screens. In a report on the Display Supply Chain website, he claims AMOLED will be back thanks to the launch of Sony's PlayStation VR2. We expect these AMOLED panels to have a pixel density well above 800 ppi. I forget. It's pixels something. I forget what it is.
Pixels per inch. I don't know.
I think. Don't give me. I'll find out in a second. 880 ppi, which is a record high for mass-produced AMOLED. Taking to Twitter to promote the report, Young said VR display shipments rise to above 50% to above 15 million in 2022, despite delays to 2023 at Apple and Sony.
I was right.
What? 2023
pixels per inch.
What's that?
It's pixels per inch.
Pixels per inch. Okay, thanks. Yeah. All right. This could imply that the PSVR2 was originally.
You didn't sound too convincing.
What?
With that thanks there.
No. I was actually gonna circle back to thank you in a second.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Stoy is being way sensitive tonight.
No, I'm not being sensitive.
I appreciate you, Stoy.
Feeling appreciation every once in a while.
I appreciate you.
Stop tapping his taint, okay?
Yeah, I know.
You're really tapping his taint right now.
Yeah, you're just giving me a hard kick in it right now.
Oh,
thanks. Boom.
Hey. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Young also gave praise to the quality of the included displays for PSVR2, writing with high contrast displays and no visible screen door effect. The PSVR2 is likely to be a hit among gamers. I think that kind of goes without saying. I feel I've been seeing a lot of feedback saying that people are really excited for this. They just want to know what the price point's going to be. They just
over
want
300 games in development right now for this thing.
Yeah, Sony is ramping up to something crazy with this stuff. Back in January, Young had also tweeted some specs for the hardware, saying that Sony PSVR2 will have over 800 ppi resolution per eye with 2000 by 2040 panels, up from 5.7 inches, which was up from the 5.7 inch 1920 by 1080 with 386 ppi. And I forgot. I forgot
numbers.
I forgot to put this disclaimer out. Welcome to Tech Talk with LeRon. I forgot to put that disclaimer out. I don't want to.
We're gonna call this segment of the episode LPI, LeRon per inch.
LeRon per. Ooh, that.
This is the part of the show where I go back and watch the horse game again. The horse game on the.
Wait.
Did I just give LeRon a really bad idea?
Wait, LeRon per inch. You know what? I'm gonna give you.
Oh boy.
5% of any royalties I make off of using that name.
Oh man.
I like that.
No.
That light's gonna get some good use tonight.
You can keep all that.
They get all them inches.
Okay, it's time to
all 800. All 800.
It's time to end this segment. Oh my god. I can't even
I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
The PlayStation VR2. That's what I mean.
Not LeRon per inch.
Not LeRon per inch.
Stephanie, you picked a fun night to join us, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay, here's a question for you guys on the panel and everybody out there that's watching or listening to us right now. Are you planning to purchase PSVR2 when it becomes available?
Yes.
We'll see what the price is, and we'll see what games are on it. That's all that matters to me.
Well, I think we're over 300 games planned for this. Like, come on. Okay, so Horizon is a foregone conclusion. Most people are going to get that, right? The Horizon. Yeah. Horizon. Shit. What was the name of the game? I thought I had it written up here. Something about the mountain. I'm sorry.
Call the mountain.
Call the mountain.
Call the mountain.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like most people, like, especially if they're fans of just Horizon by itself, but it looks like Horizon, I would not be surprised. I don't know. I have a funny feeling Horizon might be a bundled title that comes with the headset. I could be wrong, but I mean the way this game keeps showing up, in talks, PSVR, I'm seriously thinking that it may be a bundle or it may be a special promo, like, for X amount of time after PSVR 2 comes out, like purchase one and you have up till this date to actually get a free redeem of it or something like that. I have a funny feeling like, if you give a free tangible game away with this, it will wind up getting more people to move units.
If well, I mean, what the first VR came with a demo disc of some pretty significant titles and some pretty decent demos. Like that's where we got the kitchen demo. That was the Resident Evil 7 demo. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Resident Evil 7, and then we got that getaway car chase game that London Studio did,
which ended up being a full-fledged game eventually.
I cannot remember what it was called.
Can't remember what it was. Yeah, Blood and Truth. I think that was it. Yeah, yep. That's what they were getting at. Yeah.
Yeah. And I forget what else there was on there. I had that demo. I got that demo disc, and I forget what other game I got.
What's that PSVR. Until Dawn roller coaster game?
Yeah, Rush of Blood.
That was it. Yeah. So I would see them maybe putting in.
Game.
I would see them maybe putting in another demo disc again.
Mm.
Yeah, I we're thinking of the fans here. If you thought of the fans, maybe we would get Horizon packed in, but I think they're gonna definitely try to get another $60 out of you.
I think so.
Oh, I'm being a little too optimistic. Is that what it is?
VR's,
I think you think too highly of Sony. I don't think they care about us that much.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
But
I don't think it's one of those things. I don't think they're going to price them at $60. Maybe it'll be like $40. I think most VR games, most VR games were $40.
I thought the PSVR. Yeah. I thought the original PSVR games were around the $40 price mark.
Now, how much is the Resident Evil 4 remake and Half-Life Alyx? Are those $60 games?
I don't think so. I think when I bought Half-Life Alyx for the PC, I think it was $50.
Because what they could do is say, hey, if they were to get those 2 games on the PSVR 2, and then they were saying, hey, Horizon is also $50 or the same price, then they're like, hey, this is a full-fledged game. This is a big game that you're going to want to play. It's not just like, the Arkham VR, which I liked, but
that was good. I like that, yeah.
Full game. It wasn't a $60 game. This Horizon one could be it if they're like, hey, this is the big price. Like, we want you. This game is definitely worth your money for it. So,
Resident Evil 4 VR.
That's the only way it's happen.
Resident Evil 4 VR came out $40.
Yeah, that was probably like one of my favorite VR games to have come out in recent years.
And Half-Life Alyx. It says it's $36, but I think that's a sale right now.
Yeah, I don't think I think I paid $50 because that was like a high AAA tier game.
There's got to be more games. That's the only thing. I want to see a bunch of games. I don't want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see Sony specifically making games for it.
Alyx came out $60. Damn, Valve has some nerve. Shit.
Yeah. You know what? And also too, they were like, "Oh, it plays better on our VR headset, which is like $800."
Yeah.
Thanks, Valve.
You know what? Honestly though, Valve did the damn thing because they knew. Then people have been begging for a new Half-Life game. So they're like, you know what? We're gonna get a Half-Life game, but it's VR.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
All right. So here's a quick follow-up. How upset are you that it looks like it might be coming out next year? Do you think that are we pragmatic and we're like, you know what, this gives them more time to flesh out like the hardware and stuff and get more games ready, or are we like, man, why the fuck isn't it coming out right now?
No, they need to catch up with the freaking PS5 stock.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a very fair point.
I'd rather everyone be able to get PS5s than get PSVR 2.
Yeah,
I think they would win. I think they would win more people over that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, so once I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, when it comes out, whatever. But I really feel it's probably best case scenario because I think we're even like backlogged on PS5 stock till, mid next year even.
Fantastic Dan in our chat has been having a blast since we talked about the demo disc.
Yeah, I know. He just texted me. He's like, "You should join the chat," and I was like, "Oh God, what are you doing?"
We returned to PlayStation Magazine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Am I at Walgreens grabbing an EGM? Oh no!
Hell yeah, man! I was at Walgreens grabbing those magazines and having demo discs. Like, yeah, I mean, I think the last time you ever heard of a demo disc was in the PlayStation VR. So.
Yeah. He says the only reason why he got Series X.
It came with a demo disc, did it?
I didn't get a demo disc.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Wait, are we talking about? He also made mention about Croc Resurgence.
He just texted me. He's chatting and also playing Elden Ring at the same time. So there may be some like carryover. So
all right.
Okay.
Gotta get that maiden.
You're maidenless, bro.
All right, here we go for our next news topic. In case you missed it, there's an Xbox Game Studios publisher sale happening right now on Steam. In case you missed it. So, Xbox gamers are currently reaping the savings of the Xbox Spring Sale, which is happening now through April 21st, where there are tons of discounts and savings on over 500 games. But if you happen to be on Steam, you can also get in on this sale because it's going on right now. The Xbox Spring Sale 2022 has some of the biggest deals around for a lot of featured titles from the Xbox's catalog. I don't know why I'm getting all.
Wow, you painstakingly wrote like all the good titles on here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad y'all focused. Wow. I'm glad y'all focused on that versus my William Shatner like delivering on the line just now. Because Jesus Christ, it was so broken up.
Well, because you're eating at the time as you're reading.
Is that
man,
it?
I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, and this man's sitting right here like eating pretzel sticks and
All right. Okay.
And like, let me tell you about Alan Wake Remaster, $22.49. Cyberpunk last week was $5.
Was $5. $5
one day.
Yeah, it wasn't even one whole day. That was the problem. It wasn't even one whole day. Like it was like a window of time in that one day.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but
no,
you know what?
No, you know what pisses me off about mistake? Why didn't I buy at least one subscription to PlayStation Now last week? Did y'all hear about it?
Are we talking about this
that's
the
all
Xbox sale,
over.
or are we just kind of letting that one go now?
Oh no. We're gonna talk. No, we're gonna talk about the Xbox sale because like I want to point some things out here. You're just talking about how people were mad about stuff, and I just wanted to talk about how I was mad that I could have gotten PlayStation Plus Premium for $50 for $60. Whatever.
Oh.
All right. Here's a small list of deals that you can find that's going on sale right now. Remember, there's over 500 titles, but here goes some that you may be interested in. As Stoy mentioned a moment ago, Alan Wake Remastered right now is on sale for $22.49. We've also got BioShock the Collection for $10. That's cheaper than when I bought it, and it was on sale too. Control Ultimate Edition is $11.99. Cyberpunk 2077, I'm sorry, went back to $30. Far Cry Anthology Bundle, which, if I'm not mistaken, the Anthology Bundle has what, 4, 5, and 6 in it, plus all the DLC. I think.
Sure.
I would say probably 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. But I would probably say it's gonna be right. 3, 5.
Which doesn't sound right. My 4, 5, 6 or his 3, 4, 5. Oh well. Anyway,
52.
Anyway, that bundle's $52.49.
Wow, it's got 3, 4, 5, and 6 in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Holy balls.
I just saw the price.
That's a deal.
Like, well, maybe it does have 6.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Far Cry 5, Game of the Year.
Forza Horizon 6 is $50.99 right now. Okay. Listen to me really closely.
Wow. Thanks, Xbox. $10 off. Wow.
Listen to me really closely now. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition, is $40.19.
Grand Theft Auto right here. The right bicep.
I'm just gonna tell just take it as you want. It's $40.19. I'm not gonna say anything because, like I said, we want sponsorship from these developers and publishers. GTA the trilogy, the definitive edition, is $40.19. Halo Infinite, the campaign version, $47.99. Immortals Phoenix Rising is $14.99. Guardians of the Galaxy is $29.99. Stephanie, I knew you were coming to the show tonight. That's why I put it on there.
I swear.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you a very happy guy this weekend. I'm gonna buy the Origami King.
Yeah, all right. It's gonna go on sale next week, folks. Get ready. I'm gonna be buying Origami King for $15 next week.
If you buy that game for $15, I am coming all the way to Oklahoma to punch you in the face. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is $17.99. We got Psychonauts 2 for $35.99. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, the Game of the Year edition, is $29.99. That's actually a good deal. That is $29.99 is a good deal. Tales of Arise is $41.
It's also on sale on PlayStation as well. I almost bought that game today.
Okay.
Sekiro.
Same price?
Yeah, same price.
Cool. Tales of Arise, $41.99. We got Tomb Raider, the definitive Survivor trilogy for $19.99. Good deal. Get it.
Yep, that's what I got my eyes on.
Mm.
We've got Wolfenstein, the Alt History Collection for $29.99. WWE 2K22 for Xbox Series platform. Wait, what'd you call it? The Xbox family?
The Xbox family of systems.
Yeah.
Is $52.49. I don't know if that's really much of a sale, but you know, it just literally came out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
People
like it.
And then we got Yakuza Like a Dragon for $29.99. That is definitely a deal to pick up. I'd say check it out. If you want to see a full list, if you want to see this full list, head over to the Steam sale page right now. Now, one thing I will say, do not forget most of these games are already on PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate via the Xbox app on Windows PCs. So you don't necessarily need to buy them on Steam to play them. But just remember, games do leave Game Pass. So if you wish to own any of these titles permanently, make sure to take advantage of the sale because it all ends on the 21st of April, which is a Thursday.
Yeah. A lot of these are, priced really well, but my frustration for myself is because I ordered or pre-ordered, whatever you want to call it, the Steam Deck, and I don't know when the hell I'm going to get that. And I need to stop buying games on Steam, assuming they're just going to automatically be compatible with the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait, what? You ordered yours pretty early though, didn't you?
Yeah, but I wasn't the very first wave, so I think I was initially going to be like a June or July release, and it was delayed 2 months, so probably August, September.
Now I've heard the second wave is already like people have gotten their emails saying like, hey, your Steam Deck is coming. I'm not saying you may have missed an email, but you may want to check.
Yeah.
It depends though. I'm not sure if you're in the second wave or not though. So I hopefully I'm not getting your hopes up too bad.
I'm just gonna wait for that email. Well, I was searching
it's
for
taken a while.
Yeah.
Gabe Newell is delivering every Steam Deck by hand. One by one. He's having dinner with you that night. He's like, thank you for buying the Steam Deck. Like, it's an experience with the Steam Deck.
All right. Any final words on this? It's a pretty decent sale. Like I looked over a big majority of the list. Like there's some really good stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff that's under $10, but but they're actually really good titles. So I would definitely say check it out.
There's a lot of games on here I want, but I'm not going to buy it because I've bought way too many games. Mm-hmm. Way too many games recently.
All right, in our final news topic for tonight, we're going to talk about Bugsnax.
Yay.
Particularly that... Did I not... I'm sorry to everybody in the chat right now. It looks like everything that's coming to you guys is just all sorts of messed up right now. I am sorry. But Bugsnax is coming to Xbox and Game Pass later this month. There we go. Got it now. All right. So, chalk up the latest info on Octodad Studios game Bugsnax in the news we did not expect at all. Like, pretty much we woke up this morning and here this news was. Bugsnax is officially making the jump to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass coming up on Thursday, April the 28th. There's also one more system is coming out on. We'll mention it in a moment. Having originally launched on PlayStation 5 in 2020, Bugsnax was a humorous sleeper hit for the newly launched system. Bugsnax was favorably reviewed by various outlets across the internet and currently sits on Metacritic with a 75 aggregate score. The single-player, first-person game could basically be described as a bug-collecting narrative game with a twist, which had players collecting snack-like bug creatures that you could eat. Trust me, if you never saw the trailer, the first time you see it, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on here? That's the best way for me to say that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And when you play it, you're going to think the same thing.
When Bugsnax launches on Xbox, it will include the Isle of Bugsnax update, which is the newest update for the game. Players will be able to explore a strange land that has risen from the sea and is crawling with giant-sized Bugsnax, along with other new content. The Isle of Bugsnax also features new trophies and achievements, which this is all brought to you following a fan campaign to include them with this update. Bugsnax launches on Xbox Series platforms, Windows 10, and Steam for $24.99 US, and will come to Game Pass on PC, Xbox, and xCloud. So you have many ways to play it. Also, Bugsnax and the Isle of Bugsnax, let me try that again.
Start over.
Bugsnax and the included Isle of Big Snacks update is also
try saying that 3 times
to
fast.
Nintendo Switch. It's coming to Nintendo Switch on April 28th. So there you go. Bugsnax is basically multi-platform across the entire gaming community. So there you go. As we always see here on Crossroads, the more systems your game shows up on, the more gamers win. Because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in that stupid mindset to where like there's a console war, you're missing out on some very good fucking games. So shut the fuck up. Play games. All right. So here's the question: who's ready to play Bugsnax on a different system?
Nope.
I'm not playing it on a different system. I already got it. Well,
yeah, I already got
it. Was on PS Plus.
Yeah, I already have it too. Yeah,
I am gonna play Big Snacks.
I definitely enjoyed that. You know that it actually was a launch title on PlayStation Plus. like we got it day one for free just for being a subscriber to game.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling.
I got it before I had my PS5.
I have a funny feeling that when you look at stuff like this had to be the prototype for what we are soon to be experiencing for PlayStation Plus. It's got to be.
Yeah, I mean,
now of course, we're not getting Uncharted 5, day one when it launches, because Sony's not insane, but I believe that stuff like this is going on. Anyway, I have Bugsnax. I played it for all of like 15 minutes and I put it down, but so it's not my type of game. I'll put it that way. I don't know. Games like this, are not my thing, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game because this game was reviewed very well. As a matter of fact, Logan loves this game.
I love this game. I really, really liked it. Mm-hmm. But I like puzzle type games.
Was this a puzzle game?
But yeah, I mean, there is some puzzle elements to it. How you catch the different bugs. Dude, and there are some bugs where I like, oh my god, I wanted to scream because I was like, you idiot. No, you're not supposed to go that way. You're supposed to go this way. Run into my trap. You piece of shit. I was just like, and then there was one bug, because I platinumed this game. There was one bug that would only come on a certain day, and it would only come in the rain. And so I had to like wait for it to rain on that certain day. And when it finally rained on that certain day, it never came. And I was so mad. I was so
that sounds infuriating.
Yeah.
And there's a clock. And it was only between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. So I go out there. I'm looking for it at 10 a.m. on the dot. Nothing. I go to sleep again. No rain. Go to sleep again. No rain. I do that 20 more times, finally get some rain, and finally I see it. I catch it. I get the trophy. I get the platinum, and I turn the game off forever and delete it.
He said forever.
And that's why he's not playing this game when it comes out on the Xbox.
But I will play the DLC on PlayStation. I'm not going to lie. I will play it. Yeah. I'm going to give it a shot.
I've never played Bugsnax, and I have heard, when I've seen the trailer, I had the fuck thought in my head, and despite the high ratings, most of the feedback from my peers were like, it's a little very meh. But I mean, if it's coming to Game Pass, I might give it 15 minutes of my time. It still doesn't sound like my game. I don't like bugs, so I don't know, we'll see.
It's where, honestly, playing it, you get kind of a Pokemon vibe. You do.
But it's better.
Better than Pokemon?
Uh-oh, shots fired.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Shots fired.
Pokemon sucks.
Pokemon's boring. Not just shots fired, shooting mortars are dropping.
I don't have an opinion because I don't like either one. I don't like either type.
I'm not a big Pokemon fan either.
Yeah.
Listen. I got into Red and Blue when I was a kid. I have not gotten into it since, so I can't claim to be a Pokemon fan technically, but I do love Arceus or whatever the hell. So
I haven't played the new one. I played the shit out of the Emerald when I was a kid. Those are my favorite. I played X, but then I got Sword and Shield, and I was like, why do I even like this anymore? It's the same shit every time. Like, why do I keep buying these, and I'm not enjoying it. Like I don't know, but I do want to try Arceus because I heard the story is actually.
What was that joke that game the developer of Pokemon has only made 3 games in its life cycle, which was the first Pokemon Arceus and Pokemon Snap, and that's it. Every other game has been pretty much exactly the same. I know I'm misinterpreting that joke, but
how about the Mystery Dungeon games? Aren't they? Wasn't that a different format for the series?
I don't know.
I
did play the Pokemon MOBA. I actually kind of liked it, but I guess I didn't play it enough where everyone was getting pissed about it because there's like too many microtransactions and stuff like that. I was like, I don't play this game that much, so it's fun to me. But
sick.
No diss to Pokemon. I don't really hate Pokemon, but Bugsnax is cool. I like it.
Anyway,
did we have any questions from you? Did we have any questions for this week?
No, but I didn't ask.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'll just go ahead and put it out there. If you want to have your question read on the show, you can tweet us at PS_Crossroads or email us at crossroadspspod@gmail.com. Or actually, no, we no longer take questions on the Boss Rush Discord. So don't send us questions there because we won't get them. So ultimately, that's all the news and events for tonight. I guess we can get ready for the big topic. Or all right, guys, are you guys gonna try and crucify me tonight?
No, we'll be good.
No, we won't. We'll just nod our heads yes and agree with everything you say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, LeRon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well then, here we go then. All right, tonight for the Crossroads Big Topic, we're talking about video game movies and the relationship gamers have with them. I have a script, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not.
Oh boy, here we go. We're going to see LeRon Unchained.
All right. Did anyone catch the news though that Ghost of Tsushima the movie has now gotten a writer? Yeah, Deadline revealed today that the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima movie, which is being directed by Chad Stahelski, that if that name doesn't resonate with you, just think John Wick.
Yeah, because the guy directing this was directed John Wick, right?
Yeah, he directed basically. I think he basically directed all the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, joining the team as a screenplay writer is Takashi Dosher, who you may or may not recognize his name, but Dosher, actually, he wrote and directed the sci-fi romance called a movie that was titled Only, which starred Freida Pinto and Leslie Odom Jr.
Okay.
And he also made it to be his debut feature was a movie called Still, starring Madeline Brewer, which is currently available on Hulu. I know I'm not doing it much credit the way I'm describing it right now. Stoy was onto something by saying I should not be eating while I'm doing this. My bad.
Just saying.
Dosher also wrote and directed the documentary A Fighting Chance, which aired on ESPN. Basically, I'm using the news that the Ghost of Tsushima movie is coming to talk about video game movies as a whole, because it's got a like it or hate it, mentality, it's for us as gamers and stuff like that. Basically for every Detective Pikachu or Tomb Raider movie that's out there, we also have Alone in the Dark and Super Mario Brothers. And I'm talking about the old one, not the new one that's coming that probably is already going to be a moving train wreck as well. Even though, wait, is that was a CG movie, so we're not going to count that one.
And LeRon, should we just quickly consider, because most of the game to film adaptations have been movies, but there have been more and more TV series lately. Should we include that in the discussion? Because
we can.
Yeah. Well, don't want to
I mean,
hijack.
it's even
Oh,
worth
sure.
mentioning that, say for example, the Resident Evil, series has a slew of animes as well.
Yeah.
That have been both good and bad.
Yeah, when I put this topic together, I was thinking of live action, but it's because the Resident Evil CG movies have been kind of hit or miss too. Like people, like like the fandom loves and hates it at the same time. If that makes any sense, God,
Which one? Which one was the John Wick Resident Evil one? Is it Damnation?
Yeah,
No, there was a literal scene in a hallway with Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy John Wicking the fuck out of these zombies.
I thought that was Vendetta.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I think
best piece of Resident Evil anime history ever.
I think that was Resident Evil Vendetta. Hold on a second.
Was it Vendetta? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna YouTube that clip, and you guys can keep talking.
Awesome. Well, while you're looking that up, the reason why I bring it up is because in various, I think I wrote an article about this at some point or talked about it with you guys just randomly. Is I think the option of a mini series or shows opens the opportunity for, when I say better quality, sometimes just some things are just not meant to be stretched or abbreviated into a 2 or 3 hour feature film. And I was thinking, honestly, The Last of Us, that'd be coming out. I am very interested. I mean, I don't have my high hopes of it, because the whole video game was kind of like a movie. It's a series of really amazing cutscenes. So how do you make anyway? But that has a lot of promise. Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there because it's, I don't know.
Oh no! I have high hopes for it. Neil Druckmann, who is basically the creator director of Last of Us, he's behind it. If I'm not mistaken, I know for sure he's writing and directing the season finale for the first season, but I think he has another episode that he's doing as well. And yeah, I'm all on board on it. I can't wait to see it, stuff like that. If we're actually going to bring other stuff into play here, currently we've got Halo running on Paramount Plus right now. It's 3 episodes deep right now. I'm actually watching it. I'm enjoying it. So far, but maybe I'm enjoying it because I don't know that much about Halo. I played Halo, I played the first game, and that was pretty much it. So,
Leon Kennedy rolls in on a fucking Ducati in a hallway full of zombies with a handgun. Bop, 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 bop. Best video game to film adaptation. I'm sorry, LeRon. Keep going. The clip's not even over yet. Because Stephanie knows how much I like my motorcycles.
All right. Well, video games are definitely a big business, and it's gotten to the point where they're bigger than even than Hollywood. Basically, video games are a multi-billion-dollar industry now, and it's horned in on Hollywood in this unique way. Even TV doesn't do it well. Actually, TV is starting to beat Hollywood's ass just a little bit, because we've got the streaming services out there now. So Apple TV, Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, all these, Amazon. Amazon started as a freaking movie engine before they started doing TV shows and stuff like that. But basically, there's something about video game movies that it's really mind-boggling, because we have all these wonderful franchises. We have in the video game realm, we have Resident Evil, we have Uncharted, we have Street Fighter. We have all these. Maybe not Street Fighter, because Street Fighter's story is so convoluted. Maybe I should mention that one.
No, we have to. We have to, because I mean it was one of the first very big, well-known, big budget video game to movie adaptations. So we have to mention it.
Yeah.
A star-studded cast. Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that's the only guy I can remember. Or Raul Julia.
Raul Julia, which that was his last movie, actually.
His literal last movie. Yeah.
Jeez, it's shoot. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. Off the top of my head, let me see. We had Jean-Claude Van Damme. We had Raul Julia. We had Ming-Na Wen.
Yeah.
We had Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, she was Cammy. That's
She was
right.
Cammy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Those are the ones I can remember because I think they had nobodies for like Honda, Ken Ryu. I think well, when I say nobodies, I don't mean nobody.
Honda I've seen before. But I can't pick a name to him.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have a fun little game for us here. I have 20 movies that I'm going to name off, and you guys just say whether it hit or miss. And I'm just gonna, as I call a name one by one, you say hit or miss, okay?
Like, and you're basing the hit or miss based off of what its review was, or
no,
or what
not
we
so much
think of it.
What you think of it.
Now,
I know for sure some of these movies are not going to be ones you've seen. So take your best guess. Like, if it's a movie that you knew for sure you were not going to see at all, you can call it a miss. Or if it's a movie that you knew that you had an idea that you were going to see but you just haven't gotten around to it, you can give it a hit. It doesn't matter. You know, this is fun. We're not Hollywood critics here. We don't get paid.
There's no such thing as a Hollywood critic. I hate that phrase.
Yeah.
Hey, they get paid to review. They get paid to, like, you know, turn their nose up in movies. We aren't on that level yet. I would love to be on that level, but we're not on that level yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to watching the Resident Evil Vendetta.
No, you're in this.
Okay, fine. I'll stop. Okay, fine. I'm in this. All right.
Okay, all right. So first movie I have
Still got
here.
a minute left.
First movie I have on this list is the new Mortal Kombat movie, the one that came out last year. Okay, Stoy says hit.
Hit.
Okay, we can all agree hit there.
Hit.
All right.
Yeah.
2006 is Silent Hill, the original one. Hit. Stoy says hit.
It's a hit for me. I like it.
Yeah.
That's too scary for me to have watched, but just based off what I know, I would say it's a hit, just not for me.
Yeah.
Pyramid Head takes that woman, right?
No, stop it! Stop!
Rips off her dress totally.
No.
After that,
She took her headphones off.
grabs her neck. She still has her headphones off. All right. Grabs her neck and just pulls off her whole skin. Oh, come on.
Hold.
It's a hit. Okay, Stephanie, I'm done.
It was a hit. Yeah.
Amazing. I was in the theater. I was like, what just happened?
Yeah, same. Okay.
Hit.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hit.
I haven't got to watch it yet.
I haven't had to watch it either, but I know for sure I know for sure I'm going to say it's a hit.
Hit.
Like I've heard way too much good things about this from actual gamers.
Yeah.
You know, to doubt it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best friends, Nick, who we have a lot of the same taste in movies, he said that you will love it for Jim Carrey. So I'm willing to believe him that I will at least love it for Jim Carrey.
You know, that almost threw me because Jim Carrey is Robotnik, and I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely talked about that, but he nails that eccentricity that Dr. Robotnik is very well known for.
Yeah.
All right.
And let me tell you, the second one, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I'm going to do it right here, right now. The second one, way better than the first. Just like,
damn.
It's hilarious. Tails is amazing. Knuckles, dude.
Knuckles is my boy. So
Idris Elba, dude, killed it. So good. Like, he just played that, because Knuckles is always that kind of stoic doofus where he's just like, you know, he doesn't have a sense of humor, but like he takes everything super literally. Like, and Idris Elba just nails it. So good.
All right. Next up, we have Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Hey,
I didn't see it, so I don't know. I'm out of this one.
Although it was a little weird, the ending. The ending was a little weird to think about.
I think we're a little split because I'm saying a miss here.
Ooh.
I haven't seen it, but that's also because like Pokemon's not endearing to me.
But Ryan Reynolds is endearing. See,
now you know what this is what I feel in my heart, which is I feel like they basically put butts in seats in the movie theater because Ryan Reynolds was voicing it, which is why I think we got Chris Pratt as Mario.
Well, yeah,
I think Ryan Reynolds did a good job. I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds plays good.
I think people would have seen it without Ryan Reynolds.
You think so?
Yeah. I think people would have seen Mario without Chris Pratt too. Although I will say, people that are like, Chris Pratt was a money, like this movie was just made for money. Bitch, it's a Mario movie. It's made for money. It's a cash grab.
Everything
Okay.
Mario.
Don't tell me that Chris Pratt is what
Stop.
makes it a cash grab.
Stop.
Get me out of here.
How can you say
Get
that?
out of here.
How can you say that when we have the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie? How can you say that?
The movie sucks.
How can you say that?
Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's a miss. It's on this
But
list.
that movie was also a cash grab. People watched it for that.
If you say so. All right. The 2018 Tomb Raider.
Hit.
Miss for me. I fell asleep both times I tried to watch it. Sorry. I'd rather play the games.
I don't know that actress's name. I forgot
Alicia
it.
Vikander.
Oh,
Yeah, Vikander. Yeah, that was it. She played a really good Lara Croft. Really good Lara Croft. I mean, I had more of an issue with the story. I felt like maybe the story could have been better developed, which I hear they're trying to make sure they nail with the second one. But I thought it was a good origin story to kind of introduce the character, her being as strong and independent as she was, and just like, oh, look at this like large wall puzzle that 20 people have not figured out. But here comes Lara Croft. And she's like, nailed it. And then that's it.
Fun story. That was
my best British accent. I'm sorry.
That was me and Katie's second date. We went to the drive-in to watch
And you fell asleep?
Tomb Raider, and I fell asleep. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're married.
You guys have drive-ins?
They do
Yeah.
actually. They do actually. I used to live in Texas. And he lives in Oklahoma. I know for sure there's drive-ins out there because there's still drive-ins in Texas.
Cool.
Yeah. I've seen, it's actually a cheap way to watch a movie. If it's like a movie I don't care to like really see in like all of its glory and sound and everything. Like I'm not gonna see a Marvel movie there, but like I'll see like animated movies and stuff like that there.
All right. Next up, Mortal Kombat, the 1995 movie. Now,
Hit.
I'm going to say hit because this is actually, for me, this is actually the very first video game movie that actually did right for video games out there.
Especially since it was a fighting game movie. Like,
Yeah.
it was based off a fighting game. I mean, it had a story, but, it was like a very kind of weird story. It was about, it's a video game that was just a fighting game.
Yeah.
So the fact that they just kind of made a good portion of the movie about like, hey, here's a fight scene. Hey, here's another fight scene. Hey, here's another fight scene. This is what you want, right?
Yeah,
The Liu Kang reptile fight though. Oh,
No, I love the Johnny Cage Scorpion fight.
oh yeah, that was another good one. Yeah.
Especially when he was like, "Get down here." Okay, here's one that's about to cause a fight. 2002 Resident Evil.
I've actually never seen it. I've only seen one Resident Evil movie.
Which one was that?
Can we skip that one and just talk about the second
one? I don't remember.
You want to talk about Afterlife?
I don't remember.
Okay,
Afterlife was much better than the first one. The first one was
okay. We'll kick Resident Evil and do RE2.
Okay, RE2 was hit.
RE2 was definitely a hit for me as well.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I love the entire like Mila Jovovich like run.
All right, I'm gonna go back and watch this Resident Evil Vendetta clip the rest of the way because I don't want to listen to you anymore.
Because I just recently watched Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, and that movie was. I can't describe the type of dumpster fire that movie was.
Oh boy, this was where our infamous 4 out of 5 came in on the EXP cast. This is where we came up with the infamous 4 out of 5 rating. Because all of us saw it. All of us on the EXP cast saw the new one, and I liked it, and everybody else walked out like, "What the fuck was that?" And I'm like, "I kind of liked it."
Wait, y'all went together and saw it all in person?
Yeah. We all saw Sonic 2 over the weekend as well. So, but yeah, like,
God, I wish we were close enough to each other in Boss Rush that we could do that. I would go see more movies.
Yeah, no, we do EXP cast goes to the movies. So, but I was the only one that kind of liked it because I was like, they're staying true to the lore, at least from the video games, somewhat. However, we talked about this, LeRon.
I know. I was on that after show with you guys.
They did. My boy Leon, dirty. Not forgive them for that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, actually, Dan in the chat, he says he liked it because he walked out and he was like, it's all right. So,
Retribution. That's the one I watched.
Retribution.
That's the one I saw.
That's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
that was the third one, I thought.
No. That was
It's 2012.
Retribution was Resident Evil 5. That's actually one of my favorite ones.
Man,
It was okay. The one I watched, I was like half in and out. It was at a friend's house, but I haven't seen any.
Retribution. That was the one. That was the one where she was basically. That was 5. That was the one. That was the one where she was in that underground facility where that kept changing. Like Michelle Rodriguez was in that movie, right?
Let me click it again.
Next,
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, circling back to Welcome to Raccoon City for a moment, Stephanie, do not watch that movie. Well, actually,
watch it.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say watch it, but
4 out of 5.
Isn't? Yeah, Robbie Amel's in that movie. I kind of want to give him. I like Robbie Amell. I wanted to give him a shot. Is it bad?
He did okay as Chris Red. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did okay as Chris Redfield. The only problem is that they just not. This clearly was a Claire Redfield movie. It clearly was a Claire Redfield movie because, weren't they also trying to say that they were twins in that movie?
Claire and Chris?
Yeah. Did they?
No.
They didn't.
No, they were just brother and sister.
Yeah. Well. You know what? We're gonna move on.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you want to move on. We want to move on.
All right. Lara Croft Tomb Raider 2001 and the first Angelina Jolie movie.
Miss.
I gotta say miss.
I didn't like that movie as a kid.
I gotta say miss.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Wait, you said the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're about to get into the controversial territory now. We got Assassin's Creed.
Miss.
I love it. It's not like the game at all, but I actually really, really liked it. It's different. It was a different take. But I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan either, so I was totally up for a change.
I'm also going to say miss. Dan's trying to speed up the chat, so let's go ahead and get this one out the way right now. Monster Hunter. Tell me. Okay, first of all, tell me who watched the movie.
I did not.
Not me.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay, so I'm the only one that watched the movie. So I say hit. Now, what say you guys? When you guys saw the trailer, did it look like a movie you were going to watch, or did you just have way too much Paul W.S. Anderson fatigue at this point?
I don't know. It looked good and interesting enough for me. I just am. I have not been watching movies at the frequency that I usually do.
Definitely, we should do a watch party.
Same here.
I need an excuse to watch the movie again. We should do a watch party.
Yes, I'm down for that.
All right. So remember how I said earlier, we were talking about The Last of Us for the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I give Monster Hunter a lot of credit is because the actual like series producer for the Monster Hunter franchise, as well as one of the programmers, was also there with them for the creation of this movie. And I don't mean they just passed them some notes and whatnot. No, they were there for the entire process of the movie and stuff. They told them about the way the world worked, about how the creatures are acting on stuff. Yeah, some of the stuff that we saw some of the creatures do, we have not yet seen them do in the Monster Hunter games. But now that the Monster Hunter games are getting into super next gen, where we're at right now, I guarantee you we're gonna see some really unique things. I enjoyed the movie. As a matter of fact, I give it a solid B+ rating.
Ooh,
I do.
okay.
I give it a solid B+ rating. A lot of people look at me like I'm fucking nuts when I say that, but yeah.
I want to watch it, but that was definitely when it comes to Netflix or whatever movie for me.
Yeah. Speaking on behalf of Josh and I'm not for sure Pat did, but I know Dan did for sure. But they loved the creature design because I think that's what those developers were on there for. It was to nail down the creatures. They didn't much necessarily care about how Tony Jaa was received such I don't know. Tony Jaa, come on, man, he's the protector. He kills
That
people
is true.
for elephants.
That is true.
You know?
that is true. Like
and like Mila Jovovich is just there just because Paul W.S. Anderson's like, hey, you want to be in another movie? Here you go. You go kill monsters in this one, big one.
What's the phrase? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. So I mean, from their perspective, I think they liked certain aspects of it, like most of the movie, I would say.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Next up is Hitman.
Which one?
Ooh,
The first one.
Miss.
The first one.
Miss.
Yeah, the
Miss.
first one. Miss.
Is it the 2017 one?
2007.
Oh, I never saw
That was the one with what's his name, Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
Which is sad for me to say because I have such a man crush on Timothy Olyphant.
I know.
So do I.
So yeah, me too.
Ever since Justified, that cowboy hat.
Justified,
Yeah.
Scream 2. I even watched that Santa Clarita Diet, that one where he's married to Drew Barrymore and she eats people because she's a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only because of him.
But yeah, that one was definitely a hit. But the later one was pretty decent. I don't know.
Yeah, the 2017 one was okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Well, how about Warcraft?
I know
did-
nothing about
I didn't
Warcraft,
see it.
Yeah.
but I kind of liked the movie. Like, I felt like it was okay. Like, it could have been...
Mhm.
It wasn't no Lord of the Rings. You know, it wasn't anything like that, but... I don't know how much they got wrong with Warcraft because I know nothing about it.
I heard they did pretty decent with the lore.
Yeah, I think the movie itself was just the problem. Not
Yeah.
so
There's a
much.
lot of CGI. It was kind of
Yeah, there was a lot of CGI. Yeah, that's true.
goofy looking, but I don't mind that stuff.
All right, here's a good one for you. Rampage.
I didn't see it.
Why did they need to make that one? I mean, I don't know why they had to.
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of like those memes where like it starts with no one and then
Yeah.
yeah.
No one. And then all of a sudden Rampage the movie starring The Rock.
Yep.
Like, okay, cool.
And don't get me wrong, I like Rampage the game when I was a kid, and it was just something I really enjoyed about it. But when I saw that movie come out, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
All right, we've got Need for Speed. We got a few more. 2014's Need for Speed.
Miss.
Miss. Big time miss.
Yeah,
I was bummed.
I was bummed.
I was really
too.
bummed.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
It was kind of a modern rendition of Cannonball Run,
Yeah.
but just I don't know. If you're gonna make a movie about car racing, get Michael Bay to do the car racing sequences. Honestly, I think Michael Bay does car racing or like kind of like car chase scenes like the best. So you need to basically like make sure your entire movie budget is based on great cinematography with Need for Speed. There was no sense of speed in the.
And
Keaton in that movie.
We lost
The man's
you
a
for
great
sec-
actor.
We lost you for a second. What were you saying?
yeah.
Why is Michael Keaton in that movie? He's a great actor.
Why is Kid Cudi in that movie? Like, I'm just so confused by everything in that movie.
Oh come
I
on,
really
that's like
think the problem was
that's like when we had Iggy Azalea show up in one of the Fast and Furious movies. Like, why were you there?
Yeah, why are you here?
I try not to even acknowledge Iggy Azalea.
Oh, whoa,
Anyway,
we're not gonna
I
slander
love
her
Kid
that
Cudi.
much because I was standing her music for like a good while.
That's not surprising, I guess.
But I don't like. Okay, the reason why I don't like Iggy Azalea is that one music video she had where the computer voice kept saying "pussy" over and over again, and they kept licking their teeth.
Wait, what song was that?
Yes.
Huh?
I think it might be just called "Pussy." But there's these girls
I
like
missed that
licking
one.
they're like licking their teeth, and it's up close. It disturbed me so much. I hate that.
Ugh.
Ugh, I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like it at all. It bothers me.
Speaking of movies we also don't like, there's DOA, Dead or Alive.
I haven't
This movie
seen
was
it,
fun,
nor have I
man.
played
It's a
the
hit.
game.
The movie's fun. It's a hit. Give it a hit.
Stoy's calling a hit for all the jiggle physics. Got to.
Oh man, it
it-
had some like it was fun fighting, dude. It was fun. Like
So
Dead or Alive has a very convoluted, stupid ass storyline to begin with. So there was no way you
True.
could translate that to movie form. No way. So and they had a lot of fun with it. They were like, fuck it, let's have fun.
So
uh-huh.
I've never played a game. I know that it's like they're like volleyball chicks fighting or something like that.
No, that was a spin-off title for Dead or Alive.
Okay.
Spin-off title. There's an actual legitimate fighting game.
Dead or Alive
in
started
this.
as a fighting
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So was this movie just chicks in bikinis fighting
No,
each other?
No. They
no.
had clothes on. They had they had regular people clothes on for the most
Austin,
part.
get that
one girl-
bucket. That bucket that's sitting right next to you. Get
Listen.
your head out of it.
Listen,
Get your head
I've
out
never
of that
played
bucket.
DOA, and that's all I know about it. So who's really at fault? The DOA
one
fans
chick,
you are.
DOA.
One chick
You are
was
full.
wearing a cowboy hat with whatchamacallit, with chaps and like the boot spurs and whatnot. But that's
Yeah,
actually
that's Tina.
actually a character in the game though. Like that's actually
Yeah.
how she dressed.
Mm.
Austin.
Mm.
Austin.
I'm just saying.
Austin would have walked
This
to
is
the
all
movie
I know
theater
about
and been
DOA,
pissed.
man.
Austin walked out of the theater like there was no volleyball in that movie at all. What the hell?
Sands of
I'm just
time.
with Lollipop Chainsaw. Okay, I don't need DOA. You got Lollipop Chainsaw. That's all I need.
All right, Sands of Time, Prince of Persia.
That's a hit. Honestly, I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, say hey.
I don't like it at all.
You got outvoted, brother. 3-1.
I know. I'm okay with that. I have bad movie taste. Just we'll find that out later, I'm sure.
All right. We've got two more here. We've got. So you know what? Okay, we can automatically say Alone in the Dark is a miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we already said Street Fighter was a hit, even though it was problematic.
Yeah.
And
No. Take that word out of your mouth. It wasn't problematic. It was genius.
we never said what we really felt about Super Mario Bros. Though we did not say what we truly felt.
Let's just call it
It's
a miss
bad.
and move on.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Call it
Alright.
a miss and move on.
All right,
We didn't even talk about Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
the second movie.
The second Mortal Kombat.
I didn't
movie.
I didn't like that one that much.
I didn't like it at all.
Okay, so miss, right?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
like hard miss.
You
God,
know Ed has never seen the Mario Brothers movie? That actually bothers me.
that bothers me
For a
too.
man-
That
for
bothers
a
me
man who
too.
He's
claims
never
to be
seen
Mr. Nintendo. Come on.
Right?
I think he's lying. I think he doesn't want to admit that Nintendo really fucked up with that movie.
He
And he just
never
doesn't
wants
want
to
to-
acknowledge
He
Nintendo's
doesn't want to
faults.
acknowledge it exists.
All right, so here's the final movie for us to talk
Bison
about.
Bucks.
And it might be pretty controversial. Doom.
Mm.
I don't like it. I wanted to when I found out about it because I was when I was a kid and it came out. It didn't even hit my radar. But when I found out about it later, I was upset that it was supposed to be bad, and I agree it's bad.
Yeah, I mean there was only one cool scene in it, which was at the end where they just shoehorned a first-person
Perspective, yeah.
sequence.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's cool, but yeah, that was a miss.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add. I didn't see it, but I don't know. This is precisely what I heard about the movie. So
Is it
Yeah.
is it bad that I'm probably gonna watch that movie again? real
No,
soon?
I honestly
Oh.
should. After that, watch the House of the Dead movie.
Okay, I know that movie was trash. I saw that movie.
Watch
That
the
movie-
House of the Dead movie. Watch
that
a bunch
movie
of
was-
teenagers on a beach at night blasting zombies to raving Euro techno. It's great.
That movie was trash.
It's great.
I can say that. I can say that with 100% of surety. All
Louis
right.
Boll, I think. And
Oh my God,
he was the director. He did
fucked
Alone
up,
in the
he
Dark.
fucked up so many video game movies.
Alone in the Dark. I think he did a Dungeons and Dragons movie. I think.
Yep.
He did House of the Dead. God, what other ones? He did Far Cry. He did a movie based on Far Cry.
There was
Oh,
Postal.
that was terrible.
There was,
There was
Postal.
Postal.
There was Blood Rain. In the Name of the King was based off of what? That was based off a game, right?
I thought that was Dungeons and Dragons. I wasn't for sure.
Okay, all right. Yeah. He did a Far Cry movie.
There's a Max Payne movie. Did y'all see the Max Payne movie?
No.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that was.
How's this guy?
It was fine.
How's this guy getting work? Like he's got movie listings as recent as 2018.
Yeah.
How's this man getting work? You know what? I'm going to go to Hollywood and be a director. I can do a movie director, not the other kind of director. Jeez.
Yeah, he still kept doing In the Name of the King. Holy cow.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Oh my God, that's right. He did Blood Rain. Oh my God.
Yep.
That was a hard miss.
Blood Rain is bad.
Oh my God.
Blood Rain is bad.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
it's so bad I purged it from my memory until it was brought up just now.
They did it Alone in the Dark too? Oh my God.
Sequel?
There was a sequel.
There was
oh my
a sequel?
God.
You know what? We can go ahead and wrap this segment up now.
No.
By the way, did any of us see Uncharted yet?
I have not
Yes.
seen Uncharted.
No, but I want to.
Yes.
I definitely want to see Uncharted. I just
saw
haven't
it.
got to
I saw it. That was a hit.
it. Cool.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I want to. I plan on seeing it. Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot. I think that's our segment.
Good segment. I mean, it's controversial, right? Because it's one thing if, Hollywood comes up with a movie on its own, great. But, it's almost like with a book to film adaptation, even though I definitely don't think it's as bad, because every time there's a book to film adaptation, a lot of the book nerds are like, yeah, it's never really as good as the book. May or may not be true. And then with gamers, it's similar. Same thing. The way we gamers perceive and want to see a movie is probably different from a non-gamer seeing the same movie. And that's a very hard bridge to gap, no matter what.
I derive my own entertainment from a lot of these movies. Yeah, most of the time I do fall in line with the consensus. Like these 20 movies we listed. Yeah, I pretty much follow the crowd on this one. Out of all these movies on this list, I've actually seen a good chunk of them. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I put 20 movies out there. There are a few that I have not seen. I refuse to see DOA, Dead or Alive. I saw.
Man, go watch it. Go watch it. Have fun. We didn't even talk about Tekken. Tekken was like dumb
was
fun
bad.
too.
Tekken
Even though
was
it was bad, but it was just
was
dumb.
Tekken even in English? Because I didn't watch that movie in English.
They dubbed it.
I didn't
dubbed
watch it in English. Yeah.
They dubbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tekken was bad. Shoot.
Okay,
Best-
Dan, if
Best
he's in the
video game
chat,
movie.
if Dan's in the chat, he may remember this. There was a movie based on Dance Dance Revolution.
How have I not heard of this? How have I not heard of this?
I think it's a French movie, and God, I forget the title. But we talked about this, and we wanted to watch it. We wanted to do a group watch of it. If I remember, I'm gonna Google it. But I know it was a movie. It was like a gang movie where like these rival gangs are going at each other, but they're playing Dance Dance Revolution, against each other. Oh God.
I am looking for this.
It's called the FP.
Oh my God! 2011.
The small California town rival gangs battle for control of their turf.
And they're
Be a
legit.
Beat Revolution video game dance contest.
They're on it. They're legit on playing a deadly version of Dance Dance Revolution.
Watch the trailer. Just watch it.
Oh my God!
And then we'll have to come back to this.
Now, I have to shout out Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. It's probably my favorite video game movie,
Fire.
even though it's animated.
So fire. So good.
We're talking about the Spirits Within.
No,
Advent Children.
Advent Children.
The true sequel to 7.
Well, I mean, Square Enix did themselves. They couldn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's how it should be done.
Yeah.
I swear, still the most iconic music. It's got to be Cloud versus Sephiroth every fucking time.
I will say though, if anyone was to if any video game show or movie was to be in anyone's hands, I really believe that Last of Us will be okay with HBO. I have full faith in HBO.
Yeah.
Be able to make a good ass show.
Yeah.
Even if they fuck up the last season, I don't want to hear it from Game of Thrones fans. I don't want to hear it.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. That was a wonderful topic. You know.
Way to pat yourself on the back, bro.
Well, guys, what do you think of the topic tonight?
I thought it was good. Yeah, we had some fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I can keep it interesting and keep it fresh.
Well, you know what? We need to revisit this after the Mario movie comes out.
We need to revisit this after Mario and after
the Dance Dance Revolution movie.
Oh, you're gonna make me watch that movie?
I mean, if I could probably watch it. I suppose I'll watch it.
And also Ghost of Tsushima. Was there a date associated with that or no?
They have not. They haven't. You know what? They have not put out a release date for it yet. It's still in pre-production right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time, but I am looking forward to that.
Me
I
too.
think they'll do an excellent job.
I don't see how they can fuck up a historical movie. I don't really see it. You know, I mean, yeah, there is some because aren't they dealing with yokai and spiritual stuff in the game?
I mean,
I know I just opened myself up for another attack from Stoy about how I've never played the game.
Just keep quiet here.
Austin, have you played the game?
No, but I bought it. It's there. It's ready.
Both of you.
It's in my backlog.
Both of you. Stephanie, have you played it?
Stoy.
Yeah, I'm in Act 2 right now.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that, Stephanie?
Listen, I got too many games.
This game has been out for 3 years.
Hey,
has it really been out for 3 years?
At least I started playing it. Okay, out of all,
you're better than these other two. I'll give you that.
Stoy, what the hell?
Stephanie, you're better than these other two. I'll give you that.
Listen. I've counted how many games I played from each year. I played like 30 games for the last 15 years each year. I can't add more to my list. I'm at my peak right now.
You have to create a hierarchy. Ghost of Tsushima should have been elevated to the top of that
hierarchy.
list.
So
should have been elevated.
So you're telling Austin
I feel bad
now,
actually for both of you. I do. I really do. I really do.
So you're telling me that I should only play games that you like. I shouldn't play the games that I like.
Look at the Metacritic scores. I'm not saying I'm the only one that likes the game. I'm just saying the game is probably one of the...
I should only play games that the snobby game reviewers play. The ones that you said don't matter. The Hollywood gamers. Is that who I'm supposed to listen to now?
What the hell's going on here now with
I
this?
haven't even finished the game, but I would say like I'm halfway through it. I don't know, but it is up there as to like one of my favorite games. Like it's really, really up there. It's fascinating. The world is beautiful. I think the combat is smooth. The side most, not all, but most of the side stories are just like they're worth doing. So yeah, I love it. I mean, granted, if I love it so much, why am I not done with it? Well, that's another story, but I do love it.
If you don't take my word for it, at least take her word for it.
I have tons of games I love that I just have not beaten yet.
Yeah, I'm
gonna surprise the fuck out of Story one of these days because we're gonna get on a podcast. I'm like, hey, I just beat Ghost of Tsushima.
No, both of you are gonna contact me and be like, hey, let's do a Ghost of Tsushima spoiler cast, and I'm gonna be like, what?
It's on my list. It's been up there. But every time I get close, because like that and Death Stranding is like right there. But every time I get ready to get to that, a new game that comes out that I'd rather play.
Maybe if they took a break from releasing Monster Hunter games, I'd actually get around to playing a game like Ghost of Tsushima. And Capcom, don't listen to me. I want you to continue releasing Monster Hunter games.
I mean, I like that the summer is pretty much empty right now. There's only Mario Strikers is the only game I want to play until like August,
and that's just
I am totally cool.
And that's
with
just a stupid fun game. You're not going.
Yeah,
it's not like you're going to devote hours to playing that game. You know, it's not like Elden Ring. It's not like Horizon Forbidden West. You know, you know those games. You know, you're going to devote time to playing those. But Mario Strikers is a jump in, jump out game.
Yeah. So I definitely think Ghost of Tsushima will probably be this year, and hopefully Death Stranding, both of them.
Yep.
But
all right, everyone. Okay. That is our show for the evening. we gotta get this in here before Stoy starts really beating us up.
No, that's fine.
Stoy's like the Crossroads bully now. How'd this happen?
Whatever.
I'm on Team LeRon now. Gran Turismo's best game ever.
I didn't say that.
Now we gotta get up on Stoy now for this week.
What? I thought Gran Turismo was the best ever.
You know what's funny?
No.
Like I told my boyfriend about last week's topic. And I told him, and he immediately stopped me. He was like, how are you gonna say Gran Turismo is like the best selling franchise on PlayStation when there's Grand Theft Auto? And I was like, I no. Grand Theft Auto actually came out on PC before it ever came to a console. So it is not a for real PlayStation franchise.
Wait, Grand Theft Auto 1 came out to PC first?
It came out on PC.
I thought it was on PS1.
I looked it up. It was on PS1, but it came out a year prior on PC.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Grand Theft Auto release date. I looked it up over the weekend. I just don't know it anymore. Not in San Andreas.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Oh man.
Okay, so the original Grand Theft Auto came out in October of '97 on PC, and then it came out. Why is Wikipedia being so slow?
Came out on
98. It's not giving me a definitive date. It came out in 98 for PS1. Yeah. It's not giving me a definitive date. Now watch somebody be all up. Now watch somebody be all up in the freaking comments later, like, no, it wasn't, bro. It's come on this date. Anyway, that's our show for tonight. As always, we'd like to thank you all for listening and tuning into us tonight. We also want to thank Stephanie. You are a wonderful guest. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome back at any time. You don't have to wait for an invite either. You can just like, hey, I'm on this next show, and we'll be like, okay, we'll kick Chris to the curb.
I know, but it makes me feel so much more special if I get invited.
Okay, I'll keep that. I will definitely keep that in mind. All right, before we head out, here's how you can connect with the crew. Stephanie, you can go first.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Klimov, KLIMOV_author. I'm also a co-host on the Boss Rush podcast on Wednesday nights. I am also part of Boss Rush After Dark and the classic Disney animated movies for standard definition.
All right. Austin, you're up.
You can find me at PlaceAustin on Twitter, Instagram, PSN, all that. And real quick, rest in peace to Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Legend.
All right,
One of a kind.
Did he freeze again?
Stoy.
Oh.
Yeah, he froze.
Network
again.
as well on Facebook, Twitter.
Hold on.
I did again.
Start over.
Start over. Fine. Jeez. Always like, hey, Stoy, go ahead. Click. Disconnect.
Click.
You can follow me on the EXP Cast, the video game podcast on the Boss Rush Network, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at EXP Cast, and then my personal Twitter, Stoy MKE8.
All right. And as always, you can catch me on social media at Exodus803, as well as Twitch, YouTube. That's also my PlayStation and Steam ID. So there you go. Don't forget, Wednesday nights, I am part of the Boss Rush podcast crew alongside Stephanie. And there's also that nice little show called Boss Rush After Dark that I'm the lead host for on that as well. Stoy and I are doing our Mass Effect thing or standard definition. Stoy is definitely going to be mad at me because I have not gotten any further into Mass Effect 2 the last time we talked about it.
Do I just exude anger like all the time? And everyone's like, so it's going to be very angry at me. Like,
LeRon,
am I always like this?
LeRon, did I
am
not
I always
point this
angry?
out? Did I not point this out last week on the Boss Rush podcast?
I'm always angry?
But I supplemented with the fact that I loved it. And I'm like, I
Okay,
can
all
relate to his rantingness. His
Yeah,
ranting
okay.
Yeah,
nature.
same. Yeah, same.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
It's more like stern disappointment. How about that? All right. All right. head over to bossrush.net to definitely check out some good articles and editorials that are going on over there. Since we were talking about video game movies tonight, would you enjoy a Super Smash Brothers movie? David Lasby asked that very question on the April 12th edition of the Boss Rush banner. Everybody's like doing their thing right now. I'm just gonna say no because I am not a fan of Super Smash Bros.
Is it gonna be like an adventure style movie?
And plus, I look at Super Smash Bros. Looking at like the nightmare that was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, do you know the licensing nightmare that was for that put together that movie? It'd be the same thing for Smash Brothers.
Okay, well, not counting the logistical nightmares of that. At first I was like, not good, because in general, fighting games, even though there have been successful ones, tend to be one of the more challenging ones to translate to a movie. But at the same time, it's all like Nintendo characters, so it's almost kind of one of those silly metaverse crap that they probably, maybe, I don't know. I would say I'm in the middle of the road there. It could go either way.
Uwe Boll is probably not doing anything right now. We bring him in for this.
This is how we bring down.
I think he's gonna do the series justice.
This is how we
Smash
bring down
Brothers
Nintendo.
movie, directed by Uwe Boll. Let's go.
This is how we bring down Nintendo.
Or Paul Anderson. One of those two.
I think you gotta remember Paul Anderson directed Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. So he might actually do it justice.
Yeah.
All right. Imp of the Sun is out now for Switch, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And Donnie Meyer has a review for you that you should definitely check out. And lastly, our good friend Eddie Varnell interviews Dan Regar from the Turn by Turn podcast, where they talk about their podcast as well as his love for RPGs and growing up a Sega kid. All that and more can be found over to bossrush.net, where you can check out more editorials and shows from our ever-growing family of contributors and creators. Also, if you'd like to talk about games, media, sports, food, and all that stuff, don't forget about the Discord. And you can always hit us up at PS_Crossroads on Twitter to talk about more news, events, and topics while we get ready for the next installment of the show. Everybody, this has been episode 77 of the Crossroads podcast. Come back and join us next week for another episode of Crossroads. And one last thing, if you like the show, please remember to subscribe to the podcast, as well as follow us on Twitch and share, rate, and review us wherever you check out the show. As part of the Boss Rush Games family, actually, we don't call ourselves Boss Rush Games anymore. We call ourselves Boss Rush Network. We've been doing that for a while, and I just keep saying games for some strange reason. As part of the Boss Rush Network family, we want you all to have a great night. Always go out there, play games, be better, and take care of yourselves. Until next time, we'll be back.
We love you.
We love you. Good night.
I appreciate you.